SwirlyCast, the only audio show that can be enjoyed by humans and yokai alike, and it's the subject of needing to use a charge shot. That's the best I got for this. I'm your host, Koma. Happy you decided to spend a few minutes out of your day to come hang out with us, and with formalities out of the way, what's on the mind today? Da-na-na-na, super fighting robot. Da-na-na-na, Mega Man! Don't deny that you wanted to hear that cartoon theme. It's really freaking good. We're talking about Mega Man today! I talked about it in the Rush Adventure episode, but yeah, we're going to be talking about Mega Man today. We're going to be talking about classic Mega Man. It's pretty good. I love it. So, if you all are unfamiliar with Mega Man, I'm going to be going over a couple of notable titles that I played from classic era. I haven't played every single game in the series, but I hope to at some point because it's really fun. But yeah, Mega Man. So it was originally made back in the 80s by Capcom, if you are unaware. It was one of their flagship titles around that time, and Mega Man turned out to be a huge success. Only it was, and it can only go up from there, because Mega Man 2, Mega Man 3, all that other stuff, blah, 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 blah. You probably would know the history if you follow the series. And yeah, it's just something pretty cool. So let's go ahead and talk about the story of Mega Man, and then we're just going to go over a couple things that I like and some notable titles. So what is the story of Blue Bomber Mega Man? Dr. Light is a genius scientist who made humanoid robots to help others, with their own activities. He calls these robots robot masters. Unfortunately, his colleague, Dr. Albert Wily, notices and takes apart all of his robot masters and reprograms them for evil. And so he sends one of his assistant robots, Rock, to become Mega Man in order to stop the Mad Doctor, and history was made ever since. Okay, I'm not even gonna lie with you guys, this took like a bunch of takes in order to do. But that's aside from the point. Yeah, Mega Man is your hooty tooty jump and shooty. It's kind of the inspiration for all run and gun platformers that would come in the near future. You run, you shoot, and that's all that needs to be said. Yeah, that's a Mega Man, all right. So let's go ahead and talk about some notable titles about Mega Man. Obviously, if you're gonna get into the Mega Man, I recommend Mega Man 2. It's by far one of the most polished games in the series, and it doesn't have the weird first game syndrome that the first one has. There are some weird inconsistencies with Mega Man 1 and NES. It's kind of not even funny. So I recommend starting with 2 if you want to get into the series, because there really isn't that much of an overarching story aside from like Dr. Wily's been making his own Robot Masters now instead of using the ones that Dr. Light made. So, you know, it's just sort of stuff like that. Story isn't very much of importance of NES games anyway, but still, it's just something to know. But yeah, I'd start with Mega Man 2, honestly. It's what I started with, and I love the series ever since. It's a pretty friggin' good game, so... another one that I would recommend is Mega Man 5, because Mega Man 5, it reintroduces Proto Man into the mix, which was a character introduced in Mega Man 3, and, it kind of had him as more of an antagonistic role. Again, I think the platforming levels in 5 are really, really well done. I think it probably is one of my favorites in the series. It doesn't have the best selection of Robot Master weapons, which is one of the things that you get from being a boss in the game. But I can look past that in favor of all the really good platforming stuff. I like Mega Man 5 a great deal. It just probably isn't my favorite of the series. That title would probably go to Mega Man 6, I'll be honest. Because I think it has some of my favorite Robot Master weapons and some of my favorite Robot Masters. One notable one that I like is Tomahawk Man and Nightman too. Yeah, both of them have really cool, really nice designs, and I really like their stages. Especially Tomahawk Man's. You can bear the sunset in that stage. Whew, boy, love it. I love me a good sunset stage. Yeah. And I guess whilst I'm here, I would also recommend Mega Man 10. And, it's one that you can play on modern hardware thanks to the Legacy Collection. And also, you can just buy it standalone on 360 and PS3. and I think the Wii, or was that just Mega Man 9? Yeah, I think it was just Mega Man 9 for the Wii, but yeah, you can get it on 360 and PS3 if you want. But yeah, Mega Man 10 I think is probably another one of the good ones. You get a pretty decent selection of Robot Master weapons, and it's just an overall fun experience. It gets pretty difficult around the end, but if you can look past that, you'll have a pretty good time. And that's just kind of what Mega Man is. Difficult, but if you can persevere and learn patterns and get through and learn all the things that the game throws at you, it's a lot of fun. That's why I love platforming games, because it's just something that I really really like. I like being challenged. I like being thinking outside of the box a little bit. You know, it's just really fun figuring out the Robot Master weapons. Yeah, it's just something that Mega Man has perfected down to an art, and it's great. I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. And this would be the same archetype that they would go into Mega Man X, but we'll save that topic for another time because I need to still play through a majority of those games. So that's another story for another day. But now we're gonna clap for this one. Mega Man 11. Mega Man 11 is a fantastic game. I will 100% admit that right now. Oh boy, it's one of the. I think it was the most recent Mega Man game in terms of new stuff. Because for the longest time, Mega Man was just kind of under a dry spell. I think the last major title was a fan game, Street Fighter Cross Mega Man, and aside from that, I think it was either the Japanese exclusive Rockman EXE Operate Shooting Star or Mega Man Battle Network Operate Shooting Star or Mega Man ZX Advent. But yeah, in 2018 we got a brand new Mega Man game, and Mega Man 11 is a fantastic game. I recommend that one too. It introduces a brand new double gear system. I really like this game. I really like what it brings to the table and to keep things fresh. You know, it's just great. I love it. That's why I love Mega Man games. They're so good. They're consistent, but they're also really, really fun. I love them. you know, Nothing much is like Mega Man, I'll be honest, because, you know, most try to do run and gun, but most kind of, fall flat in terms of Mega Man, because, but Capcom really made it into an art. I love Mega Man, and like I said, it's not my favorite series ever, but it's definitely up there. I love the series to death, and I'm pretty sure I own a lot of games in that series, so I consider myself a fan. I love it. But yeah, we talked about some of the notable titles with Mega Man. If you're gonna start into the series, I recommend 2, 5, 6, 10, and 11. And yeah, be prepared for challenge, but I'm pretty sure you're gonna have a good time once you figure out everything else. But with that, I think that's all the time we have left for today. Mega Man's great. Like I said, I keep repeating myself, but I just can't overstate it enough. I love the series to death, and yeah, we're definitely going to be coming back to Mega Man for for a couple other future topics in this show. So be ready for that. We're going to talk about Mega Man X and Battle Network, obviously. So yay! But yeah, this has been Koma, and ladies and gents and NBs we don't exclude on the channel. Thank you for tuning into this episode of the SwirlyCast. Until next time, bye bye. I really need to do a marathon of the Ruby Spears cartoon. As weird as it may seem, that's like one of the only things in Mega Man that I haven't seen yet.